Welcome back to that video. So today I thought I'd do a review on the Toyota Rav4. So my wife bought this car. We sold our Range Rover Sport. It was out of the 5-year warranty, and she wanted to go a bit smaller. Didn't need such a big car, so she went to the Rav4. Brand new, of course. My wife, the Queen, God bless her. So she's done she's gone with not the Rav4 Hybrid, but she's done the Rav4 Edge, mainly because of the color. So she had to get the most expensive version because she liked the color, and they only did that color in that version. Thanks Toyota for making me spend that extra money. So a bit of context, she's away at work the next couple of weeks, so I've got her car and I've been driving it, so I can give a little bit of feedback on it. We did a couple of trips from Brisbane up into Mackay, so it's done a few Ks, and give you some insight into my experience driving that and being in the passenger seat, which I didn't really enjoy. So let's go check it out. So here we go. I have to do a voiceover in this section. Sorry, it was too windy outside. So this is the color of the car, which is only available in the Edge model. Isn't available in the Hybrid and other models. So you'll see here the Edge, which has been blacked out. Now, if you know RAV4s, you know they have plenty of black plastic bumpers. They're everywhere. And if you've seen an old RAV4, you'll know that they are always faded. So my recommendation is to get on top of these and make sure you're putting product on them very regularly, weekly, if not fortnightly. Little camera on the front there. Did notice a few other RAV4s have got a lot of bonnet protector. We don't, but I think I'm going to get one. A little added protection there. Doesn't look too bad either. So good looking car. Nice, small, compact SUV. Sunroof up top there. Ability to have some extra features on the roof racks. This section here along the windows is going to fade as well, so keep an eye on that. Now if we swing around here, I'm going to check out the wheels and tires. Now these wheels, we do actually own a tire and auto store ourselves, and we see these quite often. So that's going to fade pretty badly over the next few years. So you either have to keep product onto that, or look at getting some new rims and tires. Got Bridgestones on them standard. I think we're going to look at the size here. There should be a 235/55 R19. So it's mirrors pop out by themselves. Now, I certainly haven't cleaned this. My wife's going to be up me, that's for sure. But, we use the car, so what are you going to do, right? So some things that I don't like. I don't like how sporty the seats are. I'm not that big a person. I'm 5'10", 183 centimeters, I believe, but I do feel very squished and very compact in here, and the dash is very sporty and very compact as well. So if your wife or your partner is buying one, I definitely recommend both of you go to drive it and test drive it, because it definitely feels too compact. If I knew it was going to be this compact, I probably would have not have gotten it. I would have got a little bit bigger, but it's her car, so not something I drive all the time. I got other cars I drive, but we'll just kick that over. Push button start. Pretty flash screen these days. So we've done 13,966 kilometers. JBL screen, like all other screens, is pretty handy. What else? Aircon, both sides aircon. A little bit of room in the spot here. Cup holders, of course, these cup holders are shit because if you have a coffee, it's really hard to get the coffee in and out. They should be up higher. There should be, I think the greatest cup holder of all time is the one that sits under here. It just pops out and you can pop back in. If you see my LDV video, the LDV's got it there, but each to their own, and whatever works. But so there you go. So excuse the mess, my poor wife, she's not going to like this video, but my kids have been in the back and they've trashed it. But let's get some feedback. So typical back seat, kids trashing it. We'll just duck in here. So decent amount of room. You get to see my hairy legs again. Still a fair bit of room there. Like I said, I'm 5'10", 182, so pretty roomy in the back. If you can see that there. Aircon in the back is pretty good as well. Kids love that. Double USB charger there as well. It's a decent room. I'd rate the back seat very, very comfortable, to be honest. See got the sunroof here. Of course, the sunroof, we even live in Queensland, we've never used it and probably never will. Just one of those things. Now, one thing that does annoy me about these seats, sorry you get to deal with my hairy legs there, you can see the little dots in the leather there, but when you have kids, you know what's going to happen. All this, crumbs and dirt and grass and everything gets stuck in there. So I highly recommend you get some seat covers on these seats because everything gets stuck in them. I promise you that. Now, I've got to say, the one thing that really annoys me about this car is when you're in the passenger seat, not super roomy. For some reason, this seat feels, I don't know, feels a lot smaller than the driver's side seat. But when you're traveling on the highway, it is very uncomfortable. Because when you have the sporty seats with these pieces that stick out into your ribs there, if you're trying to go on the highway and have a little sleep there when you're doing a 6, 7, 8 hour drive and the kids are asleep or it's at night and you can have a little snooze, I promise you will not sleep in this seat. It's very uncomfortable. You can't get comfortable because those two pieces sort of jam into you here. Even when you lay back and you try and get on the angle, it's such a sporty seat and very comfortable when you're sitting upright, but it's horrible to sort of tilt back a bit and have a sleep. So if you're thinking about buying the Rav4, think about that when you're with the type of driving you're doing. If you're just running around town, all good, but if you're doing some highway trips, you may want to rethink this one. Now, when it comes to the boot, there's a couple of ways you can do it. So you can do it via the key, which is that button there, or you can do it via this button here to raise the boot. Now, I got stuck the other day because I had to get in the boot and I couldn't get in. And I was scratching my head for a long time until one of the kids told me you actually have to unlock the car. So even though the car was unlocked, you have to press the unlock button to actually get in the boot. Now, being a bit older, I was a little bit grumpy, so I'm trying to undo the boot, and I just couldn't get it till that was done, and then I felt pretty silly. So I don't want you to feel silly either. If you can't get the boot open, unlock the whole car, or lock it and unlock it, and then press the boot button and it'll open. So if we open the boot, you're going to notice that annoying sound. That annoying sound happens when you open it and when you close it. Good safety feature, but when you've been driving it for a few weeks, it gets pretty annoying. Kids' soccer boots, stuff everywhere, grass everywhere. Little compartment over this side, it's pretty handy. Haven't used the plug yet. The boot's big enough, but if you're traveling and using it for what we've sort of been using it for, it's not going to be big enough for you. So I'm just going to put that boot down. You'll hear that buzzer again as the car drives past at the same time. And that's about it. So that's the Rav4. So it's a small, compact, sporty car, which if you're looking at a Rav4, that's what you're looking for. But if you are wanting to need it to do some things for you, like some highway driving, or you got 2-3 kids, you want to move some stuff around, or you go on holidays, this probably isn't the car for you. You probably want to go up a little bit further to like a Kluger or a Prado, give you some more room, some more capabilities, and they're not that much bigger to handle wise. You can still drive them pretty easily. But that's the Rav4, compact little SUV, which is very, very uncomfortable to sleep in on the highway.